you are going to fire rockets into your neighboring nation, and then you're going to take your kids and put them in all the targets for retaliation, and you'll take your munitions and put them in churches and stuff like that. Why is that Israel's fault?
Well, you know, the headquarters of Hamas is in the basement of a hospital.
Right.
They literally put it in the basement of a hospital.
What happened to most people on college campuses today have no fucking idea what's going on over there. They have no idea of the history. They have no idea that Israel bends over backwards to try to spare civilians. They even send like knock bombs and they alert people. They're like, look, there's a building and we're taking it out. So you got a half hour to clear everyone out of it. Nobody else does that.
Well, what's happening right now is Israel is messaging people in Palestine saying, we're going to have to deal with Hamas. You need to leave. Right. And Hamas is messaging them saying, stay in place.
Right.
That's literally what's happening.
Now, we have a insane, bloodthirsty, and by the way, it's not about land. It's about eliminating Jews. The anti-Semitic, it doesn't even do them justice. They want all Jews dead. And by the way, they don't want Israeli Jews dead. They want all Jews dead. It's the most cut and dried, even thing. You know, there's a lot of wars where there's like some gray area. You know what I mean? Like you sort of, maybe Vietnam, maybe the Korean conflict. It's certain wars where you're kind of like, I get what that guy's doing, but yeah, dude, those people do have a right to defend their, whatever. This ain't that.
Yeah.
This is just one person. One side is barbarous and horrible and bloodthirsty and wants to eliminate a race of people, and the other wants to live in peace. This is as cut and dry as you can get. How does every fucking dumb shit on every college campus side with the wrong side?
But I think it's also important to remember as well, Adam, is that most people on either side just want to live a life of peace. And unfortunately, people get caught up in this stuff, Like I assume most people just want to be able to live their life.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But now here's kind of the problem. If you said, look, most people in this country aren't serial killers. It's just about 18%. You go, well, fuck, you can't live. It's an unlivable country. You know what I mean? So they do this thing all the time where they go, most of the people in the Middle East, yeah, but they tolerate it and they let it happen and they vote for it. And there would be a rebellion if some version of that started happening here. And an alarmingly high majority of Muslims are sort of quietly against the Jews, if not, if not actively. They'll sort of look the other way.
And look, the history of Israel and Palestine is complicated. The thing that I find interesting is people always say, well, the Palestinians are living in an open prison and they can't get out. Well, the reason they can't get out is Egypt did what Donald Trump promised to do, which is they built a wall to prevent people from Gaza getting out. And I don't know if you saw this, but in every country in the region, there was massive protests of solidarity when this terrorist attack happened. None of them are taking any Palestinian refugees who will naturally want to leave to get away from the response.
I'm more fascinated with what's going on the campus of Stanford and Berkeley than this. This has been going on for thousands of years. It's trouble in the Middle East. I've heard it since the day after I was born. I get what this is. I do not get why every 19-year-old on campus got their brainwashed by it. And by the way, when you talk to them, they go, well, they literally say that Israel is doing what Palestine is doing.
Well, actually, if you abstract at the biggest level possible here, I think it's, in an odd way, they're anti-American.
Yes.
They see Israel as Americans' protege in this war, as Americans' dog, war dog.
No,
and so anything the United States does bad,
we're back.
Enemies of America, good.
We're back to the 17-year-old who just dates black guys. Do you like black guys, or do you know your dad hates black guys, and you're just doing You're just doing the opposite of whatever because all of you are just so angry and just rebelling. I say it all the time. It's like if you play with your dog and you get one of those, rubber hoop things and they bite on it and they start pulling, their instinct is just they shake their head and they pull backwards, right? So you go, oh, they're going that direction. No, you can spin around. They'll go the other direction and all directions in between. What they're doing is they're pulling. Their instinct is to do the opposite of whatever your direction is. It's not that, oh, he loves north. It's he loves whatever it is, whichever direction you're going, he's going the other direction.
I also think as well, Adam, it comes back to the point of ideology, whereby you download this way of looking at the world. And it's very comforting because, number one, you get a tribe and we're genetically wired to be part of the tribe. And that is very comforting to us. And number two as well is that it allows you to be lazy. So you don't actually have to go and do the reading and think for yourself and analyze actually what is happening. Because that involves a lot of work. And number two, it's quite uncomfortable because you're challenging preconceptions that you have about a particular issue.
Yes.
And number three as well, it means that you then start to disagree with people because you go, well, actually, no, I know what you're saying, but I see it kind of differently. And let me just explain why. Oh, I'm a racist. Great.